guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little about tiny little habits that I have implemented in my life, and I know for a fact that they work and they make my life better. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into habit number one, and this is prioritizing sleep. I think sleep is one of the most amazing things that humans have ever created. I love sleep. I enjoy it so much. I love dreams. I like laying in the bed. I just enjoy it. And I've been prioritizing sleep, I think, for a couple years right now. And what it means for me is building a very maybe strict routine when it comes to the hours of sleep. I mean, how many hours of sleep do I really need? When should I go to bed? When I should wake up? All of that. And I have been, prioritizing this, meaning that I don't care if I leave a body earlier because I want to go sleep, or I don't care if I don't get drunk with my friends because I know that I will not sleep well. My life doesn't go around my sleep, obviously, but I know that if I sleep well, I will feel good about myself. I'll be super happy. I will be feeling amazing. I could just do anything if I had a nice sleep. So when I go to sleep, I always avoid my screens. So I put my phone on the sleep mode every single evening and I just put it away. I don't care about any notifications. I have a routine where I always read right before going to bed, or sometimes I go and journal. So I do something calm and relaxing, and I think that I avoid any sort of distractions, maybe at least 1 hour before I go to sleep. And yeah, I think I need at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single day or night, but I don't think this is time wasted because I know how good it makes me feel. Habit number two is meditation. And even though I have not been that consistent with meditation lately, this is an amazing habit and it truly makes me feel good and better and just amazing. And meditation works for me in a way where I tend to feel a lot more relaxed and chill. And the most amazing thing I feel and I find in meditation is the possibility to find answers to my questions, and also spending time with myself. Quiet quality time where there again no distractions. There's just me and usually some I don't know, music or just some soft thing playing in my earphones. That's how I do it, and that way I just feel so calm and relaxed and focused. And if I practice meditation daily, I regain my possibility to just, I don't know, focus on life in a sense and not feel distracted but feel really present. So meditation is definitely on the list of those habits. Habit number three is journaling. And you know by now how much I love my notebooks, how much I like to journal. I basically don't like keeping anything in my head. To-do lists, plans, again, diaries, journal, brain dumps, whatever, it goes on paper. And yeah, especially on paper. I'm not a big fan of, I guess, using my iPhone or whatever. So journals everywhere, notebooks everywhere. And here in particular, when I talk about journaling habit, I mean the habit of recording whatever happened to me over the past day. So every single evening I would sit down and I will just write down whatever has happened to me and why this is amazing, why this is a good habit, how it works. First of all, you can go back in past at any given time. It's so amazing to flip over my journal and just read whatever was happening in my life in the past. This just brings me the feeling of, I don't know, like I have a story. I actually have a life. There's a record of me over there. But on the other hand, while I journal, it allows me to focus on whatever were my emotions or feeling during that day. For example, lately I've been journaling something and I realized how annoying I am, how I was whining all the time, and I was, oh my God, like, look at that. This is just not, this is not the best thing that you can possibly do, and this is basically not the best thing you can focus on. It's important to note that, to notice that, of course. But then I was like, okay, that day I was definitely a pain in the ass because I was focusing only on the bad and my mood was just going crazy. And I noticed that, and then when I actually live my life day by day, I tend to also notice myself better and be more conscious about my emotions, about my feelings, about my thoughts in particular. So Journaling gives me possibility to understand myself better, to analyze myself better, as well as just brings me some fun of recording my own day-to-day activities. Habit number 5 is gratitude. It goes very closely with the journaling habit because every time I journal, I would start off by giving my gratitudes. And I think I try to come up with at least 5 things every single day. Things or people or whatever it is that made me feel grateful for the life, for the world, for whatever. And just, the classic gratitude thing. And I never ever struggle. There hasn't been even one day when I couldn't find at least 5 things I'm grateful for. So I just write them down. I make sure to give my thanks to people who made me feel good. For example, my boyfriend for picking me up from work, or I don't know, the weather for being so nice, whatever it is. And gratitude is a great habit because it slowly changes your outlook on life, making you feel a lot more positive and optimistic. And it's like a muscle that you can train and you can build. And in the end, why it is so amazing, it is because it makes you stronger in so many ways, and it makes you come over basically anything that happens in your life. So I do enjoy gratitude a lot. Next habit would be avoiding impulsive purchases, and I'm talking purchases online. And I think as soon as pandemic started, online shopping has become such a great part of our lives, but for me it has become a problem at some point where I would just go and buy everything. I think marketplaces have become like another social media for me. I would browse, I would spend hours over there, wanting this and that, adding things to my cart and just purchasing everything. And then I would end up having lots and lots of stuff that I don't need that. And recycling showed it every single time. When I decluttered, I was like, oh my God, why would I buy this? So definitely it was some coping mechanism, but let's not get into that. Now I'm trying to be way more conscious. And how I do this is by sleeping over the idea of buying something. So I give myself at least 3 to 5 days when I feel like I want to get something, I want to buy something, I don't know, a new eyeshadow palette. Well, I barely use makeup. So I would okay, I'll add it to my favorites and I will think about it for 3 days. And then I just try to be again conscious about my thoughts and feelings. And usually 90% of the time I end up not buying it. I just remove it, delete it, and I learn for future not to do that ever again. So that helped me with finances, of course, with my budgets, and that helped me to reduce general waste and just, overconsumption. I don't want that in my life, I don't need that. So this habit is helping me a lot. Next habit is super important for me, and it is stress relief, particularly after work. So what I mean here is that every single day when my work hours end and I work 9 to 5 job, I would close my laptop, I would put on my shoes and coat, and I would go outside. It doesn't matter if it is raining, if it is snowing, super cold or super hot, it doesn't matter. I need that divider between my work and my regular life, and that gives me possibility to release all of the stress and maybe tension that has built up in my body. I would usually put in an audiobook in my earphones and I would just walk. I randomly walk around the blocks, around the streets. I don't have any destination because, I usually have an idea, okay, I'm gonna listen to a couple of chapters, or I'm gonna walk at least 40 minutes and let me get to that place, to that park, and then go back and see how many minutes or hours it will take. So I do that every single day, and this is amazing. This is just wonderful. I give myself possibility to just forget about work, to just chill and relax, and this is just a great habit for me. And I know that previously when I would stay longer hours or stay at home, because I'm working from home, there would be no distinction between my normal life, my work life. It would always get messed up, and I don't want this. I want my life to be not focused around or running around my work, but just around myself. So this is a great habit that I really do enjoy. And the last but not the least, the habit that I have incorporated lately and realized how important it is for me is some quality alone time with myself. This means that I like occasionally, maybe once a month, depending on what is like my state of mind and how I feel overall, I would just dedicate maybe a complete day to simply being with myself. I would go out and do things with me, have a lunch with me, I don't know, go to a massage. The main idea is not to interact basically with anybody. It sounds super introverted, doesn't it? I don't care. I really don't care because, well, I need a recharge from time to time, and I need to spend time with myself to again get to know myself better. And the thing is, every time I do this, sometimes people at the beginning at least were like, oh, come on, like, why wouldn't you reply? What took you so long? La la la. And I'm less like, I just didn't want to. I was spending time with myself. And people would be like, okay, that's weird. And like, you were weird, whatever. But in the end, how it works for me is that I have so much energy and I just recharge. I just have so many energy to just go back and interact with people, and the quality, of course, increases. So this habit is also super important for me. So this was it. I think all of those habits are super simple, super tiny, and easy to understand. So if you're interested in incorporating them in your life, maybe you have some other experiences or some other thoughts or suggestions and ideas for all of us over here. What are some tiny things you can do, but it will change your life a lot and you feel so much better? Please share in the comments. But as usual, I want to wish you the most amazing, precious, beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.